Hi, everyone. I guess I'm Marty. On this channel, we do movie reviews, video game play. If you like old school Super Nintendo, all that stuff, this is the place to be. But Santa Inc. has come out. Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman are the big names at the lead, and I, of course, haven't seen it. I'm not going to. And I can't explain why because YouTube will censor me. On another platform, I'll explain that. But um, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a theist. I'm an atheist. I'm not a big Santa guy. Obviously, I don't. How do you hate Santa? But they found a way apparently. But I to all this Santa and Jesus and the Bible, I'm just indifferent. I'm an atheist, but I'm not a hater. If you're loving your Jesus, hey man, go for it. I got no qualms. I got no fight with you. So I'm on the sideline to a lot of that kind of jazz in regards to Christmas good or Christmas bad, or why is Santa a white guy? I don't know, because it's another video for another time. But when everybody's talking about Santa Inc. And the story goes, Sarah Silverman plays. It's animated, I guess, and Sarah Silverman voices a young lady elf who wants to be Santa. And because of the patriarchy, she's an elf instead, and Santa's the rich white guy in his allegory. I don't care. But then there's apparently like a anti-corporate narrative of, Santa's the big rich white guy, and then the elves are exploited. And that's where you lost me. The logic there, and this is a lot of this in liberalism, which is a major flaw. As I understand it, this film recognizes the nefarious nature of the institution of Christmas and Santa and the North Pole, which is allegorical for capitalism, all stuff. But if Santa is evil and Christmas is evil and all this stuff, why would you want to be a part of it? But why would you want to be Santa? So, hold on one second. Yeah. Should have known that was coming. My alarm. It's time to go to work. No, it's the weekend. I gotta go. But why, if this is an evil institution, why would you want to be in charge of it? And, theoretically, it's the whole to change it for the better. But that's like the giant nothing you're saying makes sense in liberalism, because you have Silicon Valley and you have Hollywood trashing capitalism. Socialism's great, communism's great, diversity's our strength, all this kind of stuff. We need to end the injustice, and we need to do something about the wage gap, and we need to do something about the rich have everything and the bottom 99. Okay. But you are the reason why that is. Or at least a big part of it. Silicon Valley is the greatest, one of the great, if not the greatest concentration of wealth and power and everything else. And it's mostly liberals. Mark Zuckerberg's a liberal. The Twitter guy's a liberal. The Facebook, they're liberals. And they've got huge, copious amounts of money. And I go to work every day for my $15 an hour and drive my Ford. But I'm the bad guy because of this. This makes me bad. Aren't I the oppressed in this situation? Then that makes more sense. I rent this room for $400 a month, rent utilities. I drive a Ford. I go to my blue collar job. I come home with sore back and sore knees most days. But it's my fault that the injustice, but then Silicon Valley has the Mark Zuckerberg's a billionaire, and I'm the issue, not Zuckerberg. How? And then what's the other example? Hollywood. Hollywood with its billions, billions, billions of dollars, and Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen with their millions upon millions of dollars. But I'm the problem. That's what's being said. I'm the issue. And maybe they're like, well, it's not about you being white, sir, or a male. It's about the wealthy. Could you make that distinction a little more clear? Could you help there, fella? Maybe it's because I stopped paying attention to all this shit 20 years ago because I saw the nonsense for the nonsense. But if the institution's evil, why are you pushing to be in charge? Is it because you want to stop the injustice and help people like me who are downtrodden? Or is it because you really want to be in charge and be the person on top oppressing the people on the bottom? And that's what the truth of the matter is. Mark Zuckerberg didn't create Facebook and then go to the ghettos and hire millions of black people and get them jobs and get them out of poverty. No, he took over Facebook and started censoring what you can and can't say and putting money into politics to get more power. That's what he did. Same thing goes for all of them. So the liberals, they'll talk, they sure know how to flap their gums and make movies hating me, and preach hate against me. But who are they helping exactly? Oh, themselves to your money. They're helping themselves to your money and keeping you oppressed where they want you. Oh, okay. So Sarah Silverman, if she sees the evil in Santa Claus and Christmas and the institution of it and everything else, shouldn't she get out of being an elf and go do something else and protest what's going on with Santa Claus? Instead, she wants to be in charge of it. And that's, if you didn't lose me with hating Santa Claus in the first place, you lost me here. So I'm not Captain Christianity and Santa Claus and all that stuff, and by golly, how dare you say negative things? It's, you want to be in charge of it. Not the injustice should be stopped. It's, you want to be the person on the top enforcing the injustice. And that's where you lost me. And that's clearly what's happening in the themes in the movies, in the TV shows, and the music videos, and the commercials, and everything else. It's not, let's make everything equal so everybody's in good stead. No. It's, we want to be in charge, and you white folks need to get out of the way. That's what's happening. So, and then everybody's sick of it. Even if you philosophically agree. And you're like, yeah, Sarah Silverman should be Santa. Why not? How many times do we have to watch this movie? I was born in 82. And I could give you example after example of the same stuff. Was in every movie. Maybe not every, but it was still very... Hollywood's always been heavily liberal. Every once in a while, I'm not even going to remember his name, the dude who directed Red Dawn. Red Dawn was arguably a conservative-themed film. I'd say there's some complexity there, but, as the Russians are attacking, we got to stop the Russians. And Hamana, who directed that, is a conservative. He's the exception. The rule is that it's liberals. Liberal producers, the studios are all owned by liberals, just as the internet's on Silicon Valley, it's run by liberals. So it's like... Oh, the horrible injustice. Well, you've had generations to do something about it, other than complain and preach hatred, which is all liberalism is. You're going to sit on the sideline and nag when it's not making you money, and then you're going to preach hatred, and the only time you get off the bench is when you're going to go make a shit ton of money. But with all their billions and billions and billions that they've had for decades and generations, why is there so much poverty? Why has it only gotten worse? Oh, because they're in charge. Because white people keep getting... Oh, the evil white man keeps getting pushed out of the way. And when the alternative starts getting more and more power, it gets worse. Because they have no intention of... Liberals have no intention of helping anybody but themselves to money and power. And preaching against white people and preaching against the patriarchy, that's the means to get in the door. Because that's what people want to hear. But that's not, and that, preach hate against the obstacle in your path, which is the old crusty white guys. We got to get them out of the way so we can be in power. As I drink my corporate whoredom. But yeah, so I'm a damn hypocrite because I'm helping them power with my purchases, and I got to stop that. I got to find some. But then I go to a cooperative, and who am I helping? The preach ass liberals. Life sucks. So yeah, Santa's Inc. It's supposed to be help women defeat the patriarchy. I'm sure, but really, what is it? It's hatred. And get old crusty white people out of the way so we can run things. And run it worse. And make it worse. Not better. So, that's my 2 cents on that. Seth Rogen can eat a bag of dicks. And Sarah Silverman can eat another bag of dicks. They're just awful people. And it's a shame because Sarah Silverman used to be cute. When she was in that Norm Macdonald movie, was it Norm Macdonald? Yeah, it was Norm Macdonald. I thought she was hot. Like 1996. I was like, Sarah Silverman's a pretty good looking lady. And then Seth Rogen, I used to like him. Going all the way back to Donnie Darko. I was like, he seems like a good guy. He was playing the henchman to the main jerk. But I was like, that guy seems like a nice guy. You can kind of see through the character. He's too nice of a guy to be this evil person. Pineapple Express and so forth. It was great. I used to laugh at this guy all the time, and I can't stand him. And I don't want to. I don't want to not like Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen, but they're not giving me any outs. You're preaching hatred towards me. Why would I like that? Why would I buy that product? Why would I go see that film? We're just gonna preach hatred towards me. I don't get what they're trying to do, other than preach hatred towards me. So that's it. I didn't see it. I'm not going to. You can't pay me enough money. I'll see you guys in the next video. If this will probably get taken down anyway. So cheers.